Okay, so recently I saw a headline about someone trying to steal Nancy Pelosi's laptop in order to sell it to the Russian government. And then today I saw another headline about federal prosecutors assigned to charge 22-year-old Riley Williams with theft of government property and obstruction. That's also in addition to her initial charges of entering a restricted building and disorderly conduct, which were related to the January 6th Capitol riots, which I'm sure we all remember. Yeah, it's really not looking good for Riley, but I can't say I'm surprised with how much the rioters were posting all the fun they're having on social media. You know, nowadays, like, you really can't get away with doing that kind of stuff in any like remotely public setting. There's those people that are ready to just like whip out the phone to capture the idiots they disagree with, or people, I guess, people that just want to like Logan Paul themselves like this. Which also, if you saw YouTube videos covering the riots as evidence in this case, it makes me curious if like any TikTok dances or something like that have shown up in court cases, like some girl just doing the renegade and there's a robbery happening behind her. But anyways, as I was saying, it's not looking good for Riley. She could face up to 20 years behind bars for stealing this laptop, which according to Pelosi's chief of staff was actually only for presentations anyways. She was apparently planning to give it to a friend who would take it to Russia and sell it to the Russian government. The whole crazy idea of stealing and selling the laptop just really makes me wonder what makes a person get involved with these extreme groups and ideas. Riley is 22 years old, which is close to my age. She graduated from high school and had a job, so she was pretty seemingly normal from the outside, I guess you could say. She started to become active in far-right message boards and groups online, and she was attending rallies centered around, quote, wanting America to get the correct information, according to her mother. Which that last sentence there, like, that kind of speaks for itself in terms of what type of person like Riley seems to be. I personally don't feel that strongly about most political or social issues, but honestly, with how close you can become with internet communities and how easy they are to access, especially with the recent outside force of the pandemic causing people to turn to these like virtual communities more, I can see how people get sucked in. I guess I experienced it with hobbies I'm really into, like video editing, Rocket League, or music. Someone else's thing could be ideologies or political groups or whatever. So a friend of mine actually has a family member that's into some like pretty murky kind of ideologies and stuff. And I think it's just a huge testament to the fact that like everyone around them could seem pretty normal, but the communities that people choose to immerse themselves in and engage with just have such a huge influence. And it actually turns out that the whole Capitol riot situation, well, there was a lot of spontaneous rioting. It was premeditated by the Oath Keepers, which is a far-right militia, and they were posting really cryptic messages on their social media about the kettle is set to boil, and then during the riots, weird kind of messed up stuff about like, oh, everyone from the Capitol is in the tunnels underneath, lock them in and turn the gas on, and just weird stuff like that. So I don't know, just something interesting to think about given how much we all use technology and engage with groups online.